Now, as we all know, I'm showing you guys a build, but I need to say it's not any old different crazier build than the one that I've been posting about that I'm really happy about. If anything, this is the small forward version of it, and it makes me so angry because it gets the worst name in the world. It gets one of the most generic L names for a build, personally, in my true opinion. But I've been thinking like, hey, I should make this last build, but I'll have one last slot left for the build and everything, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't think I wanna, but at the same time too, I can have some fun with it, things like that. So obviously I'm gonna let you guys know what's going down with the build. Oh my goodness. First of all, at small forward, left-handed, even though handedness doesn't matter, and I wear number 12. Okay, here, oh my goodness. We are 6'11". We are 220. We are 220. Very imperative to be 220. Then also we are max wingspan. We are max wingspan. And then also we are compact body shape. And then as we go into the badges, let me explain a little bit and let me be in depth. Obviously, you guys have seen this continuously, constantly. You have seen this, and I've been trying to remake, refine, and refurnish this build to get all the things that it needs. But then I'm making other versions that I'm saying in the back of my mind, dang, it would be crazy if I had this. Oh, it would be really good if I had this. Maybe I should try doing this to see what will happen. And then I'm conjuring up all these things in my head, and ultimately I'm still trying to remain the fact of what position would I rather be at with this set of a build, with this crazy of a build, kind of, sort of. So what I've come up with is this monster. I'm not gonna lie to you, this build is a monster, and I will say once again, this build is a monster. Now I'm gonna just go in. The 77 layup is just honestly for the extra badge point. You go down anywhere else, you won't get that badge point. I would just say that 25 finishing is more than enough, but being able to have all the good badges at such a cheap price, at such a cheap tier, you may not even use any of your tier 3 badges unless you're bored, but really you're going to go crazy with your post spin technician, drop stepper, limitless takeoff, silver gold is slithery, and you'll have your fearless finisher, your posterizer, and maybe if you want to use back down punisher, you could. Anyways, on to the next. You get all the contact dunks on this build, and you get Hall of Fame unpluckable. On to the shooting. 80 shooting. I'm doing this for me. I cannot shoot worth a lick. You can leave me open. Obviously, eventually I'll hit a shot once I time it, but that's the thing. I have to time it, and that's hard for me. Mid-range, 82, and this is the cheese middies, honestly. If you want to cheese the mid-range and you know, using midi magician is kind of a tough badge, I'm not going to lie to you. The 76 pass accuracy is, now listen to me. This build, I have a version of this build that has 85 pass accuracy, but in my mind, people do not deserve such passing out of me. The randoms that I play with, the way I get sold, people don't deserve that. So I have the 76 pass just because I wanted it, and also if you find a way to move some badge points around or do other things, or if there's certain things that you don't need, if you put your passing accuracy to 78, you get an extra badge point. So that's just something to keep in mind. With that, the 70 ball handle, just to get some of the dribble moves that I need, like the LeBron dribble moves, I need those. And then obviously speed with ball does not matter to me in the way that I play the game. Do what you guys do to that in the way you play the game. All right, perimeter and interior. What I've learned is I don't necessarily need good in interior as much as I need block. I don't need necessarily good perimeter as much as I need block, which hence why my block is a 78. And once again, if you put any of these points down, anything, you will lose stuff. The offensive board is mainly what we're here for, with that box out, gold, everything. But now we have anchor, we have challenger, we have other badges that will complement us on our road to greatness and our road to glory. Now the 78 speed is a choice that I made because in my mind I said, if I'm in takeover and I have an 88 speed on a 7-foot build, and with the 73 acceleration that can get all the dunks, and I'm playing with randoms and they can't stop me from getting constant dunks. That's the way that I think when it comes down to making these type of builds and doing this type of thing. That's my thought process. I want to dominate so long as I'm with randoms, and I'm definitely going to be making a build like this on 2K24 as one of my first builds, so I know if I don't have any of my friends or nobody's around and it's just me, more than likely I'm going to have a build just like this. Anyways, on to that. You don't get the shot creating takeover. I don't know, 610 is the max how you can be to get shot creating takeover, as far as all the tests I've done and trying to just get shot creator. It's either you get shot creator or some way somehow you wound up with sharp, and that's as low as 70. So I mean, these are all the badges, but shot creator, being able to get ankle breakers on a 7-2 build or something like that, because I'm adding the hair as the height to make the title sound cool. Ultimately, it's a tough build, but mainly what I use in the wreck is see the future rebounds and power backdowns, just so I can be able to use my drop stepper and all that other stuff. And then obviously the build gets accelerated, all these other things that make it top tier to a bunch of foolish people unless you go to the power forward position. I'm not gonna lie, like I said, L build name, bro. Like, what? I will never in my life. The reason why I didn't even do the original build was just due to the fact off this name. 3 level. You're just a 3-level scorer. Good stuff for cheap. Oh my goodness. Think about that. Just think about you already having this. You don't need Giant Slayer because you're pretty big, but using Acrobat, if you know how to use Acrobat effectively, or you do this real quick, if you don't need that, put that on, and then you put this on, right? Now, I would honestly say having your badges somewhat like this is kind of crazy. You don't need Rise Up. You can choose Standing Ducks. I'm trying to tell you. Unless you want to put Rise Up on just so you can get certain badges scored, then it will look kind of something like this. You don't need Masher. Everybody's basically small at the time, unless it's a quick blowout win and the people quit. Any other game that I'm in and that I have lost, I put on Clutch Shooter because I get a boost on my jump shot, obviously. Space Creator, because when I am doing my step backs, I create endless space when I'm shooting. Volume Shooter is because once I've stopped giving the randoms that have sold me already the ball, I'm taking at least 30 shots a game. And then Comeback Kid is literally says when trailing, you get a boost to your mid-range and your 3. A boost to your mid-range and your 3. And I need to say no more. And this is me saying that I play with rec randoms. I play with people that intentionally sell me. That I play with people that don't want to win, etc. and so forth. Quickly. Now this, you're supposed to put your extra badge points on here. I'm not gonna lie, but boom. You can't get none of these. But the goal is to put 17 minimum. So use all 4 of your extra badge points and put it all on your playmaking, just so you can get Unpluckable Hall of Fame, or if you wanted to do 18, but you don't necessarily need that. Anyways, this is how you would do it. Think about like this. You don't need Break Starter, because who do you look like passing to these bums and then you wound up getting a turnover because you're trying to overcompensate for your teammates. You could use bailout, but it's not necessary. I mean, Vice Grip is for you to secure more rebounds and obviously get more possessions. If you're one of those people, we need this. Okay, I don't think people understand. Core this, you core that. You put this on, and then here's the thing: with that double badge core that I'm grinding for, I'm going to have the double defense shooting. And the double defense, shooting, and playmaking, because I can care less about finishing. So basically my main goal is to core, put this on, and then use my remaining badges elsewhere on these upper categories and be a God level threat. But overall, I'm going to quickly try my hardest to play a game. I'm going to play a game. Hold on, shawty. Instant dunk. You can cheese dunks on this build. You can cheese rise up. You can cheese so much. You're 6 of it. And this is once again for the toxic people that you're playing with in rec that won't give you the ball, or you see yourself not having to do things that you don't feel like doing just to win. Or if you're already losing and you're trailing, the thing that stops you from quitting games and not necessarily being like, oh Jesus Christ, this was a waste of time, I'm finishing the game with about 20 points or 2 rebounds. It's stuff like this, honestly. It genuinely is stuff like this. Like, the version that I did make at first definitely did have the 80 vert. So if you want to go with that extra 5 points on the vert, you can. I don't notice necessarily any difference. This build will be a killer, bro. He will. And that's bod, bro. Come on, get off me. Get up. What? It's like how bad can you be, bro? I didn't even know Sabonis was 7 feet. I dare you to go up on me. Anyways, that's the 3-level scoring glass cleaner at the small forward position. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, God, send help. Till next time, take care of yourself, love yourself. I'm out. Peace.